Hey, if you're watching this, maybe you've had a few sleepless nights lately, or maybe you're just curious about what happens when we don't sleep. Either way, I'm really glad you're here. Because, in my opinion, sleep is one of the most underrated things when it comes to our health, and most of us have no idea what's really happening when we don't get enough of it. We treat sleep like a luxury, something optional. We cut corners to meet deadlines, finish binge watching that show, or just scroll through our phones one more time. But here's the truth, sleep isn't just a break. It's a biological necessity. When we skip it, we're not just tired, we're putting our minds, our bodies, and even our long-term health at risk. What happens when you miss one night's sleep? Let's start simple, one night without sleep. No big deal, right? We've all done it. Maybe you stayed out too late, pulled an all-nighter, or just couldn't shut your mind off. But even one night of no rest affects your brain more than you think. Your attention span drops. You become forgetful. Your decision-making slows down. And emotionally, you start to feel fragile. More reactive, more anxious, more on edge. That's because your brain is already under stress. Without sleep, it can't clean out toxins, reset emotional balance, or recharge your memory. It's like trying to drive a car on an empty tank. You'll keep going for a while, but not for long. 24 to 48 hours without sleep. After about 24 hours of no sleep, your body behaves like it's intoxicated. Literally, reaction time, coordination, and focus are as bad as if you were drunk. After 36 to 48 hours, things get strange. You might start seeing shadows move or hearing faint sounds that aren't there. You lose your sense of time. You might feel detached from reality, like the world around you is fuzzy or unreal. Your body is in full survival mode. It's your brain's way of begging for rest. It can't take much more. Chronic sleep deprivation. Now imagine this, not pulling all-nighters, but sleeping just 4 or 5 hours a night. For weeks. Maybe months. This is where the damage runs deeper. Your immune system weakens. You get sick more often. Hormones like ghrelin and leptin, the ones that regulate hunger, get out of balance. You start craving sugar and carbs. Your metabolism slows down. This is why people with poor sleep often struggle with weight gain, and no, it's not just lack of willpower. It's biology. Your heart and blood pressure take a hit. Your blood sugar becomes harder to control. You're at higher risk for diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. And your brain? It starts aging faster. Memory slips. Focus fades. And long-term, your risk for Alzheimer's increases significantly. The emotional cost. Now let's talk about what sleep does to your emotions, because in my opinion, this is where the impact hits the hardest. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you tired. It changes how you feel and how you handle feelings. You become more reactive. Things that wouldn't normally bother you suddenly feel overwhelming. You cry easier. Or maybe you go numb. It becomes hard to feel joy, or excitement, or hope. There's a strong link between poor sleep and mental health struggles, especially anxiety and depression. And once you're in that space, it's so easy to get stuck. You feel anxious, so you can't sleep. Then, because you didn't sleep, your anxiety gets worse. The loop tightens. It becomes a cycle that feels impossible to escape. What sleep actually does. But here's what's incredible, sleep is not a waste of time. It's healing time. During deep sleep, your muscles repair. Your cells regenerate. Growth hormone is released, helping your body recover from stress and damage. During REM sleep, the dream phase, your brain is doing emotional processing. It's sorting through memories, helping you make sense of things. It's literally healing your heart. Your brain also clears out toxins, waste that builds up just from being awake. Without sleep, that waste builds up. And over time, it starts affecting brain function and clarity. Sleep is when your body says, "Let me take care of you." Your daily life without sleep. And this shows up everywhere. When you're not sleeping well, relationships get harder. You misread people's moods. You get snappy. You disconnect emotionally, not because you don't care, but because your brain is too tired to handle connection. At work or school, you can't focus. You forget things. You feel slower than everyone else, and then beat yourself up for it. Creativity dries up. Even simple tasks feel exhausting. And maybe worst of all, you start to lose your sense of self. You forget what it feels like to be fully awake, calm, and clear-headed. So, how do we fix it? In my opinion, it starts with changing the way we think about sleep. It's not a weakness. It's not a luxury. It's survival. It's love. Make sleep a priority. Even if that means saying no to things. Even if it means shutting down your phone when you'd rather scroll for another hour. Go to bed at the same time every night, even on weekends. Build a wind-down routine. That could be dimming the lights, stretching, journaling, drinking something warm, or just breathing in silence. Keep your room dark and cool. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. And if your mind won't stop racing, try writing everything down before bed, just to let your brain rest. Don't aim for perfection. Just consistency. You deserve rest. If you've struggled with sleep for a long time, I want to say this clearly: you are not broken. You're exhausted. You're overstimulated. You've been surviving, not thriving. And that's not your fault. Your body still wants to heal. Your nervous system still knows how to calm down. But it needs your permission. It needs your love. It needs your patience. Sleep is one of the most radical forms of self-care you can give yourself. It's the foundation for every part of who you are. You deserve to feel rested. You deserve to feel alive. Thank you for spending this time with me. I know how hard it can be to slow down, especially when your mind is loud and the world feels overwhelming. If this video helped you, I hope you'll stay. Subscribe. Be part of CalmCore. We're building a quiet corner on the internet, where healing is allowed to take its time, where rest is celebrated, and where you don't have to pretend to have it all together. Take care of yourself. Tonight, choose sleep. You deserve that peace.